So I realized that all my videos start with exhaling. Welcome to Outspoken. My name is Lyndon Huber. I realized that all my videos start with me exhaling smoke. That's because of this little guy right here, the electronic. Anyway, the death penalty. It is way too expensive. Those little shots are like, what, $46,000 or something. Like, just so stupid. Like, it should not cost $46,000 to kill a criminal that has been deemed like death penalty worthy. Like, that's not how it should be done. Like, I understand that we live in, a civilized time, and we have modern technology and all this and that. So, you know what? They aren't being very civilized when they're killing people. Why should we be civilized when we kill them? So I have 3 ideas. The last one that I don't really like is the electric chair. All you gotta do is pay the power bill and it's paid for. How much is the electric chair bill? Like $50 a jolt. Like they sit down, you strap them in. It's kind of messy. The whole place smells like burnt hair and flesh, and it's gross and whatever. But it gets it done. The only thing I don't like about it is that supposedly if you survive 2 rounds, I don't even know if they still use the chair. But supposedly if you survived the double jolt, like 2 rounds of electricity, then that was it. You were like, well, we tried to kill him. He was just too strong. It's like a rock Pokemon. He's immune to electricity. I don't know. Not good. Flying or ground or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, second idea. The guillotine. Awesome. Have a whole spectacle, $10 a chair, and it's, no, actually that's my favorite. That's my favorite idea. Yeah, my favorite idea is the guillotine. I skipped my second one. My favorite idea is the guillotine. Heads roll, it's one at a time, so you get to you get to wait for your guy. Oh man, alright. The guy who killed Jimmy. There he is. Alright. Boom. Yes. And then you can leave, You can show up, watch the death, leave. Head falls, it kind of blinks a little bit, decapitation, it's real classy, a little bit of French, it's French. It actually gives someone a job because someone has to be there to drop the blade. There's got to be a guy standing there in a creepy hood, and be like, any last words? And they're like, Viva la revolution. Dead. And the other idea that I had was the firing squad. Bullets are cheap, good target practice for the cops. Oh man, what if because cops get unfortunately cops get killed. It happens. Cops get killed all the time. A cop got killed at Penn State today. Got shot through the windshield, and that officer's buddies can frickin' line up and shoot the guy back. I mean, yeah, it's not going to bring back your dead friend. It's not going to bring back that dead husband, that dead father. It's, but it's a cheaper way to kill people. Save the state money. Bullets are pretty cheap. And it is kind of gory. It is kind of messy. Which is why I like the guillotine better. But come on, guillotine! Who needs this lethal injection? Lethal injection. Or go old school, stoning. Dig a hole, throw him in it. Have a bunch of people throw rocks at his head. And my favorite part about cheapening, making the death penalty cheaper is that, like, more criminals would get it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if you kill if you, like serial killers, Jerry Sandusky, whoever else they deem worthy of the death penalty, they should be killed. They could be killed right away. Why are we paying for this guy's room and board while he waits in line to get a shot in the arm to stop his heart? Like, fuck that. The hammer drops. Guilty. He gets on a bus, spends a night in jail, and the next morning is bust on out to the middle of nowhere and shoot him in the head. Or they guillotine his head off. Or I don't know, like, just anything. Anything. California has a bunch of overcrowding. The guy that killed Michael Jackson supposed to he got 4 years, and they think that he'll probably only serve 2 because of overcrowding. Well, isn't that convenient? No, fuck that. Kill him. Kill him already. Because then, imagine this, you're hard up for cash, and your buddy's like, hey, let's go knock off this liquor store, man. You're like, yeah, let's do... Oh, wait a minute. No, fuck that, man. We'll get the guillotine. Don't think so, man. Gonna have to go get a job. Oh, well. Or, steal something. Or something else that won't quite get you the death penalty, but it'll get you in jail. Like, I just feel like it'll definitely, help with crime. And sure, we'll look like, uncivilized bastards, but, I mean, look at our fucking reputation. Like, the rest of the world, like, half the world is already scared shitless of us. And, the other half hates us. So, what do we got to lose? Fuck it. Bad economy. Hey, why are you guys shooting people instead of sticking needles in their arms? Bad economy, man. Needles are expensive. Bullets are cheap. Like, look at Texas. I would never commit a crime in fucking Texas. I would never trespass on anyone's lawn, on anyone's property. Like, I would never do anything wrong in Texas. Because they'll kill you. And I think that's the way it should be. Like, that sounds like the American way. Like, yeah, you have the right to a fair trial and a fair jury. But, like the baseline killer here in Arizona killed 9 people, 47 or 57 other charges. Various rapes, assaults, God knows what else. If I was president, he'd be dead today. He would have been dead 2 weeks ago. He would have been dead right after they served him guilty. I'd be like, alright. You can... Ooh. Well, I guess it's my time. Thank you. So, I just got off the phone with my buddy, and, he goes, yeah, he thought it'd be cool to go on the show, and I was like, alright, yeah. So he goes, I was like, what are some of the topics? So I spout out some topics, and he's like, oh, I'll talk about the death penalty. I'm like, alright, well, what do you think about it? He was like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I think we should, resort to some old school methods, because the death penalty is too damn expensive. And he's like, yeah, well, that's inhumane. That puts you on their level. Inhumane? Who gives a fuck whether it's inhumane or not? They weren't acting in a very humane manner. Like, they weren't acting very nice. So why should we be nice to them? Like, no. It's not the Christian way to do it. Forgive people. Like, forgiveness. But forgiveness puts these people back on the street to kill and rape and pillage and murder again. Like, I would just rather, I am a Christian, but I am for the death penalty. So, I don't know how much of a Christian that makes me, but kill them. Kill the bastards. You know what? Shooting people in the head is very humane. They don't feel it. There we go. That's the answer. Not guillotine. Well, guillotine, they're not going to feel it anyway. It just looks gross. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. Alright? It is very humane to shoot someone in the head or guillotine them. Because they're not going to feel it. Oh, what a glorious death. That's better than getting beaten to death in prison. Well, stoning is very... Okay, stoning and the electric chair are inhumane. But two very humane options. Guillotine. Single shot to the head. Maybe a second one after they fall, just to make sure, you know. Anyway.